So we have here, the hood of the car. I added some more detail to it. You know, just wanted to sit here and like try to perfect the detail. So I was just going in and tweaking it some more. And of course, now I'm going to be working on the window. And if you know, some cars they have the window. I mean, not the window, but the side view mirror. So this mirror on the side is usually laid into the corner of some car door windows. So it's like right there in the top. Some of them, if you look at some reference images, the windows coming out of the car door itself. But in most cases, it's like a corner of the door slash window area. So what I'm going to do is just duplicate a face since it's already there. And of course, I'm going to, ungroup it. So I'm going to go and do these groups that I have here. Ungroup everything. So this car frame is in its own group. So I'm just going to I'm going to try to ungroup it. If it doesn't work, I can always just manually pull it out of a group and just delete the group. And of course, I'll just add it back to the layer. So I'll go in and make sure I rename it. Especially when you like extracting a lot of pieces, like I duplicate the faces and stuff for certain cars. You want to go in and, certain faces, when you duplicate certain faces, you want to go back in and rename it because it does change the naming convention. So you always want to be conscious of the name of your objects in your scene. So of course, working with the windows and trying to put the side mirror in, I have to go and rename everything. And some stuff gets pulled out of its layer, so I have to put that back. So just want to go in and just rename a couple of things here and there. And make sure everything's on its layer so that I can move and work on it. So I'm just gonna make sure the windows are hid, or at least the front windows hidden, so I can use this piece to create this side mirror. So now I'll just go and edit this piece. Try to shape it. So I'll line it up with the edge of the window area. Definitely the thickness of it will be sticking in the window. So of course, like I do with the doors and everything else, I'm going to be extruding it, as you can see. And then I'm going to extrude in. I already extruded for the thickness, now I'm just extruding the part. Now this part on the side that I'm extruding, I know you're probably thinking, oh, okay, this is where the mirror is. No, I'm not actually making the side mirror just yet. I'm making the little part on the side mirror, or technically it rests underneath it. The mirror rests on top of it, actually. This part is basically where the mirror rotates, because you can, on a car, turn your side mirrors in so that way it's not sticking out when you're not using your car. So like if you have your car parked somewhere and it's maybe a tight space, it gives some room on the outside, so you don't have to worry about like somebody knocking the car off or anything. So I'm just shaping this area before I go in and attach or create a side mirror for the car. I mean, you could basically call this like a little handle part. Now, although this is supposed to be just a concept design for a car, I'm not going into too much detail. But I still want to have that flexibility of that part. Because especially if I decide to use this car for anything else, like maybe I'll use it in an animation or something. Being able to rotate that mirror, I may have a scene where I do that, where a character does that or something. So to have that action there is nice. So now I'm using this cube that I created as the side mirror. So I'm just gonna shape it a bit, try to get it to match. It's not gonna be 100% perfect. Not really going for 100% perfect, but I still want this, to have like the general shape of what I'm going for. Just sit here and make some minor tweaks. So the car that you're working on doesn't necessarily have to be the exact car that I'm working on, but when you get to this point, You can make your windows however you want, whether it's coming out of the window area of the car door or actually a piece coming out of the car door itself. Like I just went for something that, matches not just the design, because it's, the design I have is similar, but yeah, see, as you can see right here, I'm able to rotate it. Yeah, that's what I'm going for to be able to like close your windows in. So probably gonna add a few more edge loops and try to shape this, like give it this round, sleek look. So yeah, just a matter of shaping this window. So of course, going in and making minor tweaks. So with a couple more edge loops that I've added, it's allowed me to, give the shape that I'm looking for. So now, I'm just inspecting it from all sides. Definitely gonna be selecting the faces in the front. Extrude it in. So, minor tweaks, like just to help with the window, make some edits to it that fit the car that you're working on or your preference if you're designing the car yourself. So once I'm satisfied with that, I'm just gonna select the faces here, the front, extrude that in, and extrude and push it back. So extrude and scale, extrude and push it back, extrude again, scaled a little bit, and push back. And there I have my mirror, or like the faces necessary for the side mirror. And as you can see, if I like this smooth preview of how it looks, like I might subdivide it all around, make it a bit smoother. For now, I'm just keeping the car as low poly as possible. That way, with the low poly version, I can use that for something. Maybe I might need it for a game or something that requires a low poly. Like maybe there's an engine that I'm working with, and there's a whole bunch of other objects in the scene that are going to be taking up space. So it's good to have like this low poly version. Or maybe this car is going to be used in animation and it's just in the background. And maybe just animates a little bit because there's something going on, like an earthquake or whatever, or somebody slammed the car door in the background. For whatever reason. So this car door doesn't need to be high poly. There's not like a whole lot of things going on with it. But with the keeping it low poly, that gives me the option to go high poly if I want. So if I need to do anything for any other project, I can just make a copy of this car and just make it high poly. So it's always good to save your objects at the slow form. So that way, that's how I like to work with everything that I have. I always have like a low poly version that I use. So I'm gonna, keep low poly version and then duplicate that file and work on the duplicate. That'll be the version that I'm working on for whatever I'm using it for. And then, if the need arises for the if ever the need arises for a low poly version of the car, I have that, as well as I can always make it high poly and change it accordingly. And the cool thing about having a low poly is it's much easier to make any changes that you need to make. So if I ever need to make any changes, like maybe somebody wants to make a different car but it looks similar to this one, then I can take that car that I have here and just make some changes to it, like maybe make the back wider or something, or make the trunk space longer, or push the wheels back a bit. I can do that customization. So now I'm just going to create a cube and use that cube to basically shape the button area. I'm going to fast forward this part a bit because it's just me basically shaping and rotating this area and trying to get these buttons laid out for the side of the car door. Of course, you know, these buttons could be anything. I'm just putting them there for now. So with that, you know, we can end this video. Look forward to the next videos. Gonna be uploaded soon, where I start working on another part of the car. I haven't decided on what part, you know. Basically, when I wake up and I start working on this, I decide which one I want to work, you know, just spin that. So it's like I always save my file and continue it. Like you can, you know, if this is like just a few hours a day thing for you. I mean, if you're working on this full time, then yeah, you'd be able to knock this car out real quick. So yeah, I mean, I'm taking like, you know, over a week here just to work on this car. But these videos are only a few hours. If I actually sat down, this car would be done much faster. Like, so yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and just add in these buttons, and that be that. So look forward to the next part.